Hey y'all, I'm April.
And I'm Caroline.
And this
is your Bloody Happy Hour.
Caroline, are you ready for this?
This is your newest guilty pleasure.
It's the bloodiest part of your week.
Did we say something about it also being happy hour?
Show did.
Because we about to be sipping on some murder. Bloody Happy Hour.
Hey y'all, this is April.
This is Caroline.
We are back. Conspiracy.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Caroline's been waiting. How many episodes? So many parts.
So many parts
For this. I need to give a shout out to Theories of Third Kind podcast because they did a lot of the conspiracy work for me because it's conspiracy people go deep. Go deep, and I don't have that type of deep mind. So shout out to them. They are very much a conspiracy-minded podcast, and they did the Koresh story. And one of the guys was very much a part of the Branch Davidians. Oh. He didn't say how. I feel like he's one of David's kids, but he didn't reveal. David does still have kids that are alive, and we don't really know where they're at now. So you may be swiping right on one of them.
I think I might. I hope I do.
That would be the best.
That would be great.
Okay.
Right.
So open up your mind. Let's go into conspiracies of the Branch Davidians and all things Koresh. Let's start with mysterious deaths. And the first one was Barbara Clark Halderman, which was David's mom. She was found dead at her sister's home in 2009, January of 2009. She was stabbed to death. Her sister was arrested for it. But it was soon after she had wrote and released a book called The Truth Behind the Branch Davidians. And in this book, she revealed that a bunch of testimonies from the survivors that the blaze that was started in the compound was actually started by the tear gas rounds, okay, that was fired into the compound by the government tanks. And that Davidians did attempt to escape through the back of the compound, but as they came out and escaped, snipers shot them dead. And that was left out of the media. And it wasn't seen from the front because all the news was coming from the front of the compound. So she released that book, and then she was found dead in her sister's home, and her sister has gone down from the murder, and they were so close. Oh. And her sister has denied it. So conspiracy theories and a bunch of the Davidians saying that she has revealed too much about what has really what really happened.
Oh, government got to do something about it.
And the government had to do something about it. I also want to say that this is not any of the thoughts of Bloody Happy Hour podcast hosts. So government, do not come and get us. This is fun for us to talk about at our happy hour. Yeah. The next mysterious death was a guy named Carlos Guillotti. He was found dead in his Washington, D.C. office in April of 2000. He was hired to be a congressional expert, and his job was to study the video that the helicopter captured to show proof of how the actual fires started from inside the house. Remember that helicopter footage I kind of talked about? Now, he concluded what the mama just said, that Davidians, when they ran out of the back of the burning compound, that snipers, FBI snipers, actually did take them out. Remember, and I talked about Davidians were found shot in the head, right? Like execution type style.
Yeah.
That these were actually snipers, also known as Delta Force, and this is a Delta Force operation sent by President Bill Clinton. And so later on, Charles Pace kind of talks about that this is something that David Koresh has found out about. And so this is something that has been trying to be covered up. So were those execution-style bullets from the Davidians killing each other in suicide, or were they from
I don't know.
Delta
two
Force?
Reports. Two
That's
reports.
two whole people.
Let's say otherwise. And
This is a local death.
Dirty Chad might have been because he, was a sniper.
Was he?
Fake sniper.
Local Sheriff Jack Harwell called Clive Doyle, who was a Koreshian, one day saying that he had been having dreams of the children that died in the fires at the compound, and that it had been bothering him, and that he wanted to get the truth off of his chest, and that he was going to reveal the truth. But the next day he died of a heart attack, and he never could.
Well, look at that. Yeah, it's kind of like Alex Cox, who just died of a heart attack.
Died of
a
heart
all
attack.
All of a sudden.
What? Wait, who is that? What is that?
Lori Valla's brother.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
How can a heart attack be brought on by
An injection? Yes.
of what the like
Anything, and it can be undetected. You have to really be looking for certain medication. So that's how these nurses, these Nurse Nightingale, what do they call them? Angel of Death, get away with so many.
Okay.
Because they know exactly
I was
how
like,
and
there's
where.
no way you don't just
Cardiac arrest just looks like cardiac arrest.
Well, yeah. I mean, you do just die of, people do just have heart attacks.
Yeah.
And they drop dead.
Well, and this, have I said it yet?
But the significance is the timing of it.
Yeah.
So this one's timing with Alex Cox. It was the timing, and that is what makes it suspicious.
Yeah, this other guy's that is about to be the timing too. Okay, so here's the theories. Theory 1 is tear gas and fires. Supposedly, if you look back in incidents where the American government has used tear gas to stop something in progress, whether it was like mass riots or whatever it may be, a siege, it's always ends up in a fire. Okay? And nobody ever knows who starts this fire. And so if you can look it up, and it has like dates after dates and incidents after incidents. So this theory is that Janet Reno and Bill Clinton knew that tear gas is always followed by fire. So tear gas starts the fires somehow, and that they knew that the that the compound was going to burn down. And that's what they anticipated, because they needed all of that evidence and they needed them to die. So they chose tear gas on purpose to make it seem like they were going in soft and safe and non-harmful, but it was actually going to end how they wanted it to end.
I don't believe that one.
Okay. Theory number 2, I like this one.
Okay.
David Koresh actually worked with the CIA.
Oh, hell.
And that the compound was actually a CIA facility. It was a mind control facility.
Oh, yes.
I love this one because I recently saw a movie that's kind of like this. And that him and the Koreshians... Huh?
MK Ultra?
No. Him and the Koreshians were actually sleeper agents or Manchurian candidates, okay, that were programmed to carry out a terroristic act, but they woke up and went rogue.
Oh, they were like AI, like gone wild?
Yes. And so the raid was orchestrated by the CIA to shut them down. And that was the real reason behind the siege, according to the CIA. But like the ATF and, everybody down here didn't know that was the real reason behind the siege. Now, a guy named Paul Wiltshire, who is a lawyer, wrote had a whole informational letter to Janet Reno telling her about this and had all this evidence, told Janet Reno about this, listed dates, listed times, listed people, listed locations, and then he mysteriously died. He was a young, healthy man in his 40s. His autopsy doesn't even say natural causes. It just says dead.
It just says he did.
He gone. Like, doesn't say natural causes. It doesn't say homicide, doesn't say anything.
Dead.
And so David Koresh could have been a Manchurian candidate.
I don't know.
I love it. I love it.
Little much. And I'm all about a conspiracy.
Okay, here's the best one.
Okay, good.
Save the best for last. Cracked code. So this is the one that leads into today and into Trump right now. This is the one that the current Branch Davidian pastor talks very passionately about.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Are you looking for a great haircut or shave experience?
I need a shave.
Come to Champions Salon and Barber, where the skilled barbers and stylists are dedicated to giving you the best service possible. Whether you need a simple haircut or a complete grooming package, they have you covered. And while you're there, you can enjoy a complimentary beer and friendly chat with their staff. How great is that? So they have 2 convenient locations in Waco and 1 in Woodway. You can book appointments online or through the app, and you could make it easy to visit. So go to Champion Salon and Barber today and experience a cut above the rest.
All right, if you love smoothies or if you love your protein in the morning, you need to get you a Blend Jet. You can do that if going to blendjet.com. If you enter the code BHH12, you get a discount. And let me tell you, these things are portable. They are easy to use. They can fit in your cup holder. You can have it at home or you can have it in your office like I do. Right this morning, I had my blueberry banana one
How was
with
it?
some chia seed.
Wasn't chunky or anything?
It was very smooth. When I have it in my shaker, it is a little chunky. So this is a great alternative.
I love it.
It is battery powered, so all you have to do is plug it in every 2 weeks, and the battery never runs down.
Oh my gosh. I love battery powered things.
Go to BlendJet and order you a BlendJet and get a discount.
Thanks, April, for sharing.
Cure Hydration. If you are obsessed with your hydration like I am, this may be something good for you. This is something that is so easy. Forget about the Gatorade. That just dehydrates you even more. And if you don't like the taste of coconut water, try Cure Hydration. You can go to my offer link. It is zen.ai/BHH20. This is vegan. It's no added sugars. It's just a little packet you could put in your water. Or if you're really smart during happy hour, you could put it into your Tito's. It is just as effective as an IV drip. And if you do not like the taste of water, it's not as boring as water, not as sugary as the sports drink. And if you're an athlete, it'll give you the best performance. Or if you just get brain fog or headaches because you do not stay hydrated.
Brain frog?
Brain fog.
I get
The solution is Cure Hydration. So go to that link, enter the code. You can go to my offer link. It is zen.ai/BHH20. Cure Hydration.
I'm your puzzle loving pal, and I'm going to tell you about my latest obsession, Wongo puzzles. These things are the real deal, folks. They're high quality, handcrafted, and perfect for anyone who loves a good challenge, but doesn't want to dedicate their entire kitchen table to puzzles for a week. Trust me, I've been there. I might still be there. But I got one of these actually for Christmas. I loved it. I did it, and I was so proud of myself. And they have all these cool designs, and you need to go to wongopuzzles.com and use our discount, BHH. You get 10% off, and I really want to know if you'll order one of these puzzles, what you think about it, because it's so fun, and I need to order like 5.
This conspiracy theory says that the purpose for the raid was not actually looking for all the weapons, right? They were actually looking for a computer or a computer chip. 2 Koreshians named Jeff Little and Wayne Martin. Jeff Little was a computer expert. Before he joined the Branch Davidian, he worked for this big software technology company. And he was previously a part of a project where he had to modify law enforcement software and build a trap door in the software, right? Mm-hmm. Through this trap door, he was able to hack into the Pentagon and CIA databases. And through this, he was able to see and find that there were daily transfers of laundered money. There was cocaine selling and money transfer from cocaine. There was a CIA pedophile ring. There were special ops programs that was funded by the government and the presidents and the agencies. So special ops meaning there are trained killers that the government hires to get rid of people in the world that find out about these things. Okay. Mm-hmm. If you've watched Scandal, I'm picturing the B316 or 6B3, whatever it is, that they all have direct ties to George Bush Sr., Syria, the mafia, Colombia cartel, Mexican mafia, all this. The CIA found out about this hack and they traced it back to the Branch Davidian compound and had to shut down the Branch Davidian compound.
Yes. Yes.
That is the reason for the siege.
I 100% agree with, because all that sounds like it's what's happening in
the world
right now.
In the world.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So the pedophile ring, I'm going to play when I went on the tour, I was shocked because what I knew about David Koresh was anti-government. But when you pull up to the compound right now, it is Trump 2024 flags everywhere. And so I was just like, how does Trump fit into this? Like, I just didn't understand. And
we went
because
the rally was then, or
they're up all year round. Because I had to ask. They're up right now.
Wow.
So I had to figure, and we were on the day of the rally.
Yeah.
Now, also inside the church, they have pictures of Koresh and they have pictures of Trump up there.
Oh.
And so I was like, I had to ask the pastor, why? What did Trump have to do with this? Okay.
But so this is what do you mean the pastor?
The new pastor of the Branch Davidian Church, Charles Pace.
So they built a new church.
Yep. They built a new church there that is right where the old compound was.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the new leader is this guy. He's very scary looking.
It's very scary looking.
He knew David Koresh. He wasn't a Koreshian, but he did believe that David knew things about the government, and that's why the government came to kill him. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, I did ask him if I could record this. I'm going to play this.
Tell you why. David Koresh found evidence when he came back after being gone for 4 years on the property. He found 2,000 guns in crates ready to be shipped to the Contras. And he found a cache of child pornography pictures and tapes that were taken in the houses here. And Jeb Bush and Bill Clinton were running a human trafficking ring and a gun running ring from this property with George Roden, the son of the founders. This property next door, we believe, 3,000-acre ranch with a mansion, is owned by the Bushes. So they recruited George Roden to be a part of their human trafficking and gun running network.
Okay.
So they were manufacturing guns in a, see this building in the picture here? On that banner?
Yeah.
That was a machine shop that was built over the pool. The pool is the basement cavity of that building. When David Koresh came back and they had a shootout with George Roden was taken to jail for 180 days for contempt of court. So he was able to get on the property and take it over again. But when he got on the property, he found evidence that was left here by Jeb Bush and Bill Clinton that was the 2,000 guns in crates, the child pornography pictures and tapes that were taken in the housing here. They would let clients come and have sex with the women and children that they were bringing up from Central America. They were paying them with cocaine paste and women and children.
Oh, that was the original Epstein Island, basically, huh?
Well, Epstein had to be a part of this.
Okay. And so Trump is going to come
30
in.
years ago.
Wow.
I believe Donald Trump got a hold of one of my books
Okay.
that I wrote about all this. And because I gave them to General Flynn, Roger Stone, his personal photographer, and a couple of other people, Mel Kay, who knows him personally. She used to work for him. And I believe he got a hold of the book and he read it. So he knows, but he knows just from, investigation that the Army did about this place and about what was going on in this area. And when they investigated George Bush Sr. and they tried him with a military tribunal, he could have talked because he was the one that put them up to doing this, his son and Bill Clinton.
Okay.
And he said that he confessed. Remember when Donald Trump and Melania were at his funeral and they were walking down the aisle and they had an aide that was handing out envelopes? In that envelope was a confession by George Bush Sr. telling the ones that got it that they know everything because he told them. And those envelopes were subpoenas for their arrest for crimes against humanity, crimes against humanity and human trafficking.
Okay.
Or treason, I should say.
Okay. Okay. So they think that Donald Trump knows the truth about really happened to David Koresh and that Jeb Bush and Bill Clinton, and he actually now has added Joe Biden and Mike Pence to this elite pedophile government ring, okay? This is kind of like off camera. And so...
but he's not saying... he was just saying that he thinks Donald Trump read the book.
And knows the truth. Yeah, like behind it. And so there was... Texas Monthly interviewed him and did an article, and... they just want to know why they love them so much, and so they see a lot of...
statement, I believe. So,
they're asking what's the similarities.
So he's making a statement, I believe, by coming to these stomping grounds where the government, the FBI, laid siege on this community, just like they laid siege on Mar-a-Lago and went in and took his stuff. That's what they wanted to do here. They wanted to come in and take the guns and everything. Well, he's making a statement. He's not coming right out and saying, well, I'm doing it because I want you to know, what happened there was wrong. But he implies it. And for him to use the same language, a siege, he felt that the FBI was besieging his Mar-a-Lago estate and taking things that they shouldn't be taking. Well, that's what they came in to do here.
So they took that him coming to Waco
At that time was-
during the 30-year anniversary is a signal and premeditated, and using his words and the fact that his home was, or Mar-a-Lago, is that his home? I don't know what it is.
That's the Florida estate where the stuff where they raided and they found secret documents or whatever, classified.
So that was like, I had to figure out like the connection of why. Okay. So when he said in the video that the place across the street, the mansion, is owned by George Bush Sr., and it was basically like them and the old compound when George Roden was an Epstein, basically like the Epstein Island. Okay. When Koresh took the new compound over, they couldn't traffic girls from the new compound, so they had to keep it over there. The fourth and final theory was that David Koresh was actually rescuing kids, and all the kids that he had in the compound
Jesus, take the wheel!
was the kids that David was saving, Caroline. And that underground tunnel system led...
Are we in Disney World? That's where the underground tunnel system is.
Underground tunnel system that he had that we knew that he was doing all his shooting ranges and stuff in, that bus was in, led to George Bush's mansion, where he trafficked kids and women from South America, and like people would come in and pay.
The tunnel system.
It's just right across the street. It just went right across the street. So he would go and he would save the kids there, and he'd keep them at the compound to keep them safe.
Aww.
And maybe he got them pregnant. I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
So when the tanks, when they started pouring gas in on that last day and the tanks ran into the building, he got all the kids and they went down to the vaults because he was going to escape with the kids
through the tunnel system. But the FBI had found out about the tunnel system and was there waiting on him. And executed them all. And only stabbed and hit a couple of them in the head to make it seem as if they weren't all executed, so it wouldn't be a red flag. Good idea.
So David Koresh was saving kids and not molesting kids.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, so there you go.
Wow, that was a ride. That was a good ride. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Officially done. Y'all sit on this for a whole week because you will not get a new episode for
a week.
Yeah.
But we got lots out there for you to listen to.
Yeah. Go back and listen to your old episodes, or just take your time listening to these.
And we're going to come back with some juicy stuff. I got some ideas.
Yeah. We'll see y'all in a little bit. Go rate us, review us, and subscribe to us. And send any of our episodes to any of your friends. Get us some new listeners. Anything else?
That's it.
Don't forget to
stay aware,
stay alive,
and always be DTF.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Hi, this is Sarah.
And I'm Carter.
And this is Some of Our Thoughts.
We're two Southern sommeliers, and we want to share everything we love and know about wine. We started hanging out during quarantine and cooking and drinking and listening to music, and we just thought this would be a great way to bring everything we know to you guys.
We will make wine knowledge and food pairings easy and approachable. So put on your favorite vinyl, grab your favorite glass of wine, tune into our show, and let's have some fun.
Wine and vinyl. So check us out on roguemedianetwork.com or wherever you get your favorite podcast. we'll be talking about a lot.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.